6 to 9. You're about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the worksite, it's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
G'day there, podcaster.
Fun episode today. It was pretty close to the line a couple of times. I mean, it had it all, really. It had, threesome chat. Had Streaker, which we'll hear from early. I really liked the way you handled one of the questions in Ask Us Anything, which you'll hear at the end of the podcast. It's something that will be in my head for the rest of the week, I think.
Is it at the end of the podcast, is it?
Yeah, just because I started with the Streaker. I mean, I can flip it around if you want.
No, that's fine. Streaker was great.
Yeah. So it's sometimes a bit of a point of contention on what we lead with, but I think, start with something good, finish with something good, and then, all the crap in the middle.
Yep.
So enjoy the pod. Big showdown over the weekend at Adelaide Oval. I was there, Ben. Thanks for the tickets.
It's all right, mate.
Ben gets them for free, and no one ever invites me for some reason.
Well, the thing is, I got a good relationship with Port Adelaide because I'm a Port supporter. You, on the other hand, Crows supporter, and you don't have a good relationship with Crows.
No, they don't like me. Anyway, I didn't like them either. 56 points. No. Look, it was a full house. Like, it was a good night. Showdowns are always great, but I think in the fourth quarter, obviously, Port really started kicking the boot in. It was good for Robbie Gray. He kicked a couple, as he send off. He's a bit of a showdown hero, but myself and a few of the other Crows fans sort of started, leaving Adelaide over a little early, in the last sort of 15 minutes, and deep into that fourth quarter. You might have seen on the television there was a streaker, someone running across the field. Pretty good run. There was, evaded a few security guards. One completely slipped over. I think it was Zach Butters as well at some point, lined him up and was running at the streaker and then decided, no, this wouldn't be good for my career.
Did he really?
Yeah. Like, paced a little bit and then stopped.
Thing is, though, the streaker wasn't actually technically a streaker, were they? Because they were fully clothed.
And that's the thing. When a game's almost done, the clothes are on, you're sort of going, it's just a bit of fun, right? It's the end of the season. It's not finals. I'm not condoning this sort of behaviour, but it definitely fascinates me. And we've managed to track the streaker down, Ben. His name is Jeremy. This is the guy who was streaking at the showdown over the weekend, and he joins us now.
How you going, boys? All right?
Yeah, not too bad, Jezza. What do your mates call you?
Yeah, Jezza, mate.
Jezza, I didn't even know, but I just assumed. Were you there with a few friends at the showdown on the weekend, or did you fly in solo?
Oh, I went in there solo, but I had a few pre-drinks with my brother and that. He's up in the members section and that, so...
Yeah, right. And so, Jeremy,
I love the action on the hill.
I bet you do. Do you go to a showdown with a plan to streak, or does that kind of thing just happen?
Oh, to be honest, a few beers, mate, and then a few more beers. And then a few after that, and anything can happen, mate.
So do you turn to someone and go, I'm about to do this, or does it just you just decided it was time?
I went up to about probably 20 people and I said, I'm going to do this. I didn't have a pre-plan because it was obviously my first day back in 4 years. Yeah, it just happened, mate.
Hang on, Jeremy. You said your first day back in 4 years. Is this because you've streaked at a showdown previously and you've been banned up until this point?
Yeah, mate, this is the second time I've done it.
Right, so you did it the first time, then you got banned for 4 years, and then your first day back at Adelaide Oval, you do it again. How long are you banned for now?
I'd say I'd have a life ban, but hopefully not, mate. But yeah,
because you want to do it a third time.
I would say it'd be a life ban.
Well, look, here's the deal, Jeremy. I think some people would be listening to it, their blood would be boiling. They'd say, you're a dickhead, all the rest of it. I personally love a streak, and you had a pretty good run, by the way. You pretty much ran the whole field.
I nearly made it to the end. Last time I only got halfway, but this time I nearly made it. But with them bloody dressy shoes on, I sort of slipped a bit. But not a bad run in the dress shoes, mate.
So then you slip, you go down, about 10 security guards jump on top of you. What happens then?
Took me underneath there.
Yeah.
It was probably about 10 minutes before the police rocked up.
Then the police take you to the cop shop, or do you get taken to a special room at Adelaide Oval? How does it work?
Yeah, they took me to the remand centre, and I was there till about 2 o'clock in the morning till I blew under. I think I blew about 1.7 when I rocked up there.
I suppose you get fined, like you have to pay some money.
Yeah, mate. I think, the first time I did it was $5,000, but I pleaded guilty. It was 40% off, which was 3.36.
40% off. Yeah, you're saying it like it's some sort of deal at JB Hi-Fi, Jeremy.
No, that's it. I don't know how that works, mate, but yeah, I was happy with the 40% off anyway.
40% off your first drink, you get your second free. Come in now. Come have a run at Adelaide Oval.
But yeah, I think last time I didn't have a mullet either, so with the mullet, I think it made me get that little bit further for the boys. So.
Yeah, right, Jeremy. So obviously you're a repeat offender. I mean, you've had your fun now. Is it safe to say you're gonna hang up the dress shoes and we won't see you streaking at another showdown?
Yeah, mate, with a life band, probably, yeah, it's not going to happen, mate.
Regrettably, if they let you out there, you do it.
Look, 2 more than most, Jeremy. I'm not saying I condone it, but I do find you pretty funny. I find you pretty amusing, I must admit. What a larrikin. Okay, thank you, Jeremy.
Swim with the kids or swim with the turtles. Make up for missed holidays and plan your family getaway at whatif.com. What if? It's Aussie for travel.
Nova Virgin, calling for the very first time. What are you up so early doing, Kate?
Oh, you know, the person on the line asked me if I could pull over, but I really couldn't because I'm on the way to host my own radio show.
Really? In fact, you know what? The way you're talking, it feels a little bit like you're doing a radio show.
Cool. So we're rivals in the morning. Where are you doing your radio show?
You know, you guys have got ads. We just have community sponsorship. Radio Adelaide, baby.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
So how long have you been doing community radio for?
About 3 years in the biz.
Okay. Did you want to give your show a plug for someone that might want to listen?
Wait, what'd you say?
Did you want to give your show a plug?
Yep.
Go for it. Where do we find you?
Oh, yeah, 101.5 FM. I'll be on in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
You know what? We'll check back in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, how about this? If you get all the 5 questions right, we will flick Nova over to Radio Adelaide in 20 minutes and everyone will be listening. How does that sound?
Oh, God, I'm used to no listeners at all, so got to spice it up.
So are we. All right, well, let's kick into it, Kate. The Game of Thrones prequel, House of Dragons, starts today. Which animal is Daenerys Targaryen known for taming and communicating with?
The warthog.
No. Obviously, you've not seen the show.
What's the main animal creature
she's
in
the mother of them.
Game of Thrones?
Oh, is it something? Does it have a horn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like Mr. Thomas from Narnia, one of those ones?
Yep, no, it's not that. No. Thanks anyway, Kate. We won't be flicking over in 20 minutes now. Natalie from Brooklyn Park. Do you know Daenerys Targaryen? What's she the mother of? What does she communicate with?
Dragons.
That's it. This next one, I think it's going to stump you. I must admit, I didn't know this myself.
Well, Liam, before you ask the question, then 13 24 10 is our number. Natalie's our last player this morning, so there's a few free phone lines if you want to play the 610 quiz.
13 24 10. Please get in touch. Qantas is saying sorry for bad customer service recently and is handing out $50 gift cards to frequent flyers. What does Qantas stand for, Natalie?
It's a hard one.
Qantas.
It's so hard.
I know it's not Australia and Tasmania. I know it's...
Yeah, I would have had... If someone asked me that, I would have had absolutely no idea.
Nah, sorry, now.
National Transport.
We'll hold you there because we might come back to you as a lifeline. Kayla in Smithfield, do you know what Qantas stands for?
Queensland and Northern Territory Aerial Services.
Very good.
So it must have started out as a Queensland and NT thing.
That's wild. Well, I don't even know how you knew that. Okay, well, let's kick on with the rest of the quiz. It's been revealed that the Queen has eaten jam sandwiches every day for 90 years. What do Americans call jam?
Peanut butter and...
Jelly.
That's it, PB&J. All right. The cost of lettuce is set to drop to close to $1 after the prices being high for weeks. Thank God. What do the sandwich initials BLT stand for?
BLT.
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
Oh, hang on. I know this.
Hang on. How'd you get Qantas, but you don't know what a BLT is?
So true.
BLT. Oh, I can't think.
I'm pretty sure that's the Queensland and Northern Territory Aerial Services. Oh, yeah, what's a BLT? Wouldn't have a clue. Daniel in Seaton, surely you know what a BLT sandwich stands for.
The bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
That's the one. The popcorn on The Masked Singer was revealed to be the Aussie singer Sam Sparrow. Judge Hughesy thought it was Bruno Mars. Can you finish these lyrics?
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do.
Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you.
Just say I do.
Well, I wouldn't employ you as a wedding singer, Daniel, that's for sure, but at least you do get the lyrics right. I hope you have a bit more flair when you're on a karaoke night.
Hey, mate, you get to choose the next song we play this morning as well. Would you like to hear Liam's song?
Don't stop believing. Hold on to
It's a stone cold classic, Dan. Or would you like to hear Ben's song this morning?
save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be
Oh, pretty good as well, to be fair.
Destiny is in your hands, Daniel.
I'll go with Ben's song.
Yes.
Yeah.
save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone.
Peace up, Pod Town.
I came home from work on Friday, Ben, and as soon as I walked in the door, I heard a curious noise. I recorded this on my phone, so this is the real noise. And I'm thinking, what is this? Has Sarah, my fiancée, she bought a soft serve machine? Is it a coffee machine?
So this is the noise we're hearing.
This is the noise.
Is the actual noise.
This is the noise. It's so loud. It's honestly that quick as well. It's not like a long time between drinks. It goes. I was like, maybe someone's drilling from outside the house. Like I was kind of like looking around.
Can I have some guesses?
Yeah, what do you think it is?
Is it a Roomba? Like a vacuum cleaner?
It's not a Roomba.
Is it an electric pencil sharpener?
No, that's a good guess though.
Is it an adult toy?
No, none of those things.
Then I don't know.
So I'm walking around the whole house, like I'm literally like it seemed to be. I was trying to follow it, but it's such a weird, it's sort of echoey sound. So I was like walking all around the house trying to find this bloody thing, and then I walk up in the lounge room, and behind a picture frame, I'm like, here it is. I move the frame,
Yeah.
and she's bought this scent vapor releaser where you put a cartridge in and it goes and shoots smell out. And look, I'm okay with candles. She loves candles. I like the smell of candles.
Yeah.
I know they're expensive, but I like them. What I don't like is this machine where, yeah, the smell's relaxing, but the sound is doing my head in. I felt like throwing it at a wall as soon as I found the thing. I literally turned it off and pulled the vapor out. I'm like, I cannot deal with it. And I said, have you actually heard that thing that you bought? Like, I'm sorry, I'll take it back.
That is wild.
I know. And then she sort of moved it into the top room, and then later on that day, I heard, and I'm like, hey, you take that scent thing back. We're not having that in our house. 13 24 10. What did your partner waste money on? Because this thing wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's pretty high tech, but you would think they would have finessed it a little bit to maybe make it a bit quieter than that.
Yeah, I don't know if this counts for partner wasting money, but I was in the shower yesterday and I don't really wash my hair. I never do. But I went to go wash. I rarely like.
There's still the bit of farmer in you. Ben was a dairy farmer for
I'd
6-7 years.
I'd say once every. If I'm being honest, probably once a month. I might wash my hair. Anyway, so I went to go wash it last night, and then Sam went, "No, don't use that." And I said, "Why not?" And she said, "Oh, I just bought that. It's my new fancy shampoo." I said, "How much did this cost?" $50. $50 for a shampoo.
$50, you reckon?
$50.
Wouldn't have thought so.
That's unnecessary.
That is unnecessary.
You do not need that.
13 24 10. What did your partner waste money on? Maddie from Flinders Park. What did your partner waste money on? Morning.
Morning, guys. My partner used to get Hot Wheels cars. Like, he had collections and collections of them.
How old was he?
28.
It's a bit old for the old Hot Wheels. And like, how much was he spending on this habit?
I don't know. I never asked. We're not together now, but I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
What are these? They're everywhere.
Was he collecting them, or was he taking them out and playing with them?
Well, yeah, he was playing with it.
I love that. Like, no, they're collectibles. They're in a glass cabinet. You come home, you know, doing jumps off the lamp and stuff. Faye in Ingle Farm. What did your partner waste that coin on?
Hi, Ben and Liam.
Hey.
My husband wastes money on DVDs. Lots of DVDs.
DVDs?
Blu-rays, DVD sets, everything. I've got a whole room. Instead of books, there's DVDs everywhere. And he buys things that he won't even watch, like Downtown Abbey, but he just needs them to be in the house.
Is he stuck in 2009, Faye? Why is he buying DVDs?
I'm not too sure, but he's buying, even though we've got Netflix, Stan, Prime, everything, he still needs to buy DVDs, Blu-rays,
so
collection.
funny. Especially because he would be like, oh, it's goldmine. Like, DVDs are so cheap right now. Like, he's thinking, when these go up, I'm going to make a tidy profit.
Yeah, Faye, that is such a waste of money.
Yeah, unnecessary entirely. Waste of space. Melissa in Seaford, what do your partner waste their money on?
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
My fiance wasted money on Wish products.
No.
He fell for the targeted ad because that Wish is wild. Like it can sell you like drug paraphernalia.
So for those that don't know, you probably see it without even realising, but Wish is this super dodgy website where they sell really bad quality things and then they advertise it all on your Instagram feed and your Facebook feed.
Then again, Mel, they must be doing something right because I'm pretty sure they're like the major sponsors of the Lakers. Well, they were last season anyway.
It's a legit company, but the stuff they make is just rubbish.
What did he buy on Wish.com?
The first thing he bought was a pair of like those activewear leggings that make your butt look like a bubble butt.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I bought them as well because I thought that would be funny.
But did he buy them for you, Mel, or for himself?
He bought them for me, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, they make your
I
butt
don't
look
need
good.
them.
Try them on.
Yeah. Did you
and
wear
then
them?
I did try them on, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Yeah. What else?
He also bought us our favourite, or my favourite anime costume.
Oh, yeah?
So, like, Kirito and Asuna from Sword Art Online, he bought them for me.
Not
and I thought they were really cute.
I think he's coming off as a bit of a seed, your boyfriend, I must admit. Oh, yeah, dressed as a little anime character for me. Put those bum shorts on, eh? What do you reckon? Just a little present for you. Nah, for you. All for you. Sweetie.
Yeah, definitely a waste of money, Mel. Thank you. Hannah joins us now. Good morning, Hannah. What did your partner waste money on?
Good morning. My husband likes to buy things on auction websites, and the other day he came home with a parcel and he was so excited because he bought 2 tortilla presses. 2 is better than 1.
A tortilla press from like a closed down sombrero or something.
Oh, I don't even know. But when I told him, I was like, we don't need it. Like, we can just buy them. And then I told his mum, and his mum was like, we have one you could have used. So they're not used in our family at all.
You wouldn't use 1, let alone 2.
I know.
Are you someone who is addicted to fast fashion, or do you know someone that's addicted to fast fashion? Well, there's a new hotline that wants to cure your addiction. So firstly, if you don't know what it is, fast fashion is where you buy a cheaply made item of clothing, you wear it once or twice, and then it ends up at the Wingfield dump.
Yeah, we work with an addict, Abby in the newsroom. Good morning.
Good morning.
How many bags at your worst were coming in a week?
There was one week I had 5 packages.
5 packages.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so I know you're living at home at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hiding those packages from mum and dad?
Yes, so I get them sent to work now.
It's fun because I'm also living with an addict. My fiancée Sarah, she claims there's free returns though, a hell of a lot, which she might be sending that stuff back, but most of the time probably not.
Yeah.
But look, Abby, we thought this morning what we might do is we'll try call this hotline to see if it's worth its while.
Yeah.
Maybe give it a call.
Yep. So it's a hotline that's been set up by an American company. You can call it when you feel like you're about to splurge. So if you're doing some online shopping.
Do you feel like you might splurge at the moment?
I did last night.
Oh, you've already splurged.
I know, it's time for an intervention. I know that I need help, but...
Look, it's a new week, a fresh week, so let's see if this works, yeah?
1-800-SPLURGE is punched in. Let's give it a buzz.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Priya here. You've reached the fast fashion confessional hotline, which means you want to break it off with fast fashion. No sweat. ThreadUp and I are going to get you through this because you and the planet deserve better. Now, choose what happens next.
It's like a choose your own adventure.
If you're on the verge of a splurge, girl, no.
Girl, no.
Press 1 and I'll talk you out of giving fast fashion your hard-earned cash.
Are we on the verge of a splurge?
I think I'm about to
Press
splurge.
2 to hear my take on why thrift
I don't want to
is
hear
a
your
good
take.
I don't care about her
fast fashion
take.
isn't. Okay. Deep breaths, people. You ready?
Yep.
Don't do it. Empty that cart, close the browser, hide your credit cards. I don't care what you
Hang
do,
on, is
but
this
we
it?
got to treat ourselves to better fashion. Whew, just empty that cart. I know it's hard, but I promise you'll feel so much better. I know, it's tough. Trust. I've got plenty of guilty fast fashion stories, too. Stay on the line to hear mine and tell me your own secret. Or press 0 for the main menu.
That's it.
I don't think this is going to work. Do we stay on the line to hear her fast fashion stories?
Before I dish, I want to let you know that this is a judgment-free zone, okay?
Oh, cool.
We've all been there.
We're in a
As
safe
thanks
space.
for sharing your story with me and taking your first step to quitting fast fashion,
We didn't share a
I'm
story.
giving you my exclusive ThreadUp discount for 30% off your order. So you can
So this whole thing was a ploy for ThreadUp, this other website selling clothes. 35% off. I know how much you love your discount. Maybe you can buy through our store.
P to the O to the D to the cast.
We have emails that come through constantly to loverat@novafm.com.au, but sometimes when they're a little too cheeky to read when, the school kids are in the car, we do a little thing called the sealed section.
Sealed section.
Producer Belle, you are the Love Rat. Good morning.
Good morning.
Been a while since we've done a sealed section, hey?
It has. Well, my emails that I normally get at loverat at novafm.com.au, they're like, how do I break up with someone
Yeah.
or whatever. But then sometimes I open it and go, oh, God.
Well, this is from Dylan and Seaford. It says, hey, Love Rat, here's an interesting one. I've been with my girlfriend for 5 years, and over the weekend, she pitched a threesome. I'm honestly kind of stumped and don't know if I'm into it or not. It's just more of a statement there from Dylan, but...
Isn't it funny because the initial reaction is, that's awesome.
But is it? Like, when you really think about it? though?
Exactly.
Like-
Then when you actually think about it.
Also, Dylan hasn't really put in here what, is it the
If
the
it's a
old
guy or a
school?
girl.
Well, that's it. If Dylan's straight
Hang on,
and
what's
she's
the old school?
Yeah.
yeah, is that I don't know, 2 guys and a girl. I don't know what's the OG. but is Dylan like if his girlfriend's after 5 years
Yeah.
gone, hey, we should have a threesome with your mate,
Yes.
and he's like, what?
Yeah, it's definitely, it can go down 2 different paths here. Yeah, if she says, let's have a threesome with that guy, then that's a bit problematic. But in saying that, I do know a few people that have done it down the track in a relationship to spice things up and go, hey, we're both maybe started having wandering eyes or maybe just wanting something more, introduce somebody else in.
if you're spicing it up that much after 5 years, what are you going to be doing in 20? You know what I mean? Like, is this a long-term relationship? Because if you guys get married, by the time you've been married for 30 years, you're going to have to be doing some wild stuff.
Every relationship is different.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly think, like, if that got thrown at me, I just wouldn't know. I'd just go for a long drive and not come back for a few days.
Yeah.
Go-
I'm married. I've never brought it up, and my wife's never brought it up.
Yeah, I just don't think
Have
I
you
could.
thought it though, Ben?
No. Because it feels weird if someone else was in that situation.
Yeah.
I'd feel pretty weird.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm the same. I think I get very jealous. Like, I'm a very jealous person.
Yeah.
And I think if my partner and I, if he suggested it, I'd be just straight up nah. Because I think, well, what are we lacking that
Yeah.
you want elsewhere?
Especially that early in a relationship. Like,
Well, yeah, we've been together a year, so yeah, it is
Yeah.
pretty early.
And wouldn't
days.
you just be second guessing it, being like, this is a test, isn't it?
Literally.
This is a test.
Literally. You know what would be wild this morning, though? If someone listening has pulled it off.
Yeah.
Or brought up the question.
Or brought up the question, yes. Because, Because I think if we get a call from someone that has done it and it's worked and maybe even improved the relationship,
Yeah.
huge.
Did you pitch a threesome? 13, 24, 10.
Yeah.
Maybe it didn't get met with the response you were expecting, didn't go down well at all, or maybe, the other person was thinking the same thing and it, happened.
Yeah, maybe it was received really well. Someone who did pitch a threesome, I believe, because they've called up, is Jason. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, how are you?
Not too
Jason,
bad.
Were you just telling everyone to listen into Nova around you?
I wasn't feeling that at all, no.
All right.
Sounded like, I'm about to be on.
So, Jason, did you pitch one? Did you get one pitched to you?
No, me and my ex-partner used to hire a sex worker.
Right.
And get her in the bedroom, spice things up.
And you said her in the bedroom, so it was two ladies and you?
It was, correct.
And who approached this originally, Jason?
Just something we both decided to spice things up.
Okay.
Okay, and so, Jason, I mean, you said ex-partner. Was this, do you think it was a good thing for you guys to have done, or was it the downfall?
I think it contributed probably to a downfall, I'd say. Yeah.
Really?
She sort of wanted to get it more and more, and we end up, I'd say, probably once a month, we would end up getting a girl for the bedroom.
Yeah, right.
And, we would have our rules, of course, but, I think it contributed to, probably a downfall in the end.
Jason, can I ask, rules?
Yeah.
Now, keep it semi-radio, okay. What rules are we talking, like no kissing?
There's no kissing.
I don't think kissing's the intimate bit.
I'm like, hey, why is that the problem?
No, it is. And kissing can be way more intimate. It's very personal.
I don't know. I can think of some other personal things that you could be doing with someone.
Hey, Jason,
how
how far into the relationship was it when the first threesome happened? Like, was it a year? Was it 6 months? Was it 5 years?
Probably about 5 years. 5 years
right.
it took.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry that it didn't really work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It is interesting. It's very
it
interesting.
is. And that's it. I'm still sort of fascinated. You said, you sort of both decided, but surely someone had to say
Someone has to be the first one. Like, you don't go 3, 2, 1, threesome.
Yeah. Hey, guys, let's spitball here. 3, 2, 1, and let's say what we're thinking in the room. 3, 2, 1, threesome. And they're like chocolate. And you're like, okay, this is awkward.
Liam, you weren't the only celebrity at the showdown over the weekend.
Wouldn't say that.
You're the furthest thing from it. But Julia Garner, who's actually a Hollywood celebrity, so you know her as Ruth from Ozark, she was there at the Port Adelaide versus Crows game, and she had a power scarf on.
I tell you what, she'd feel right at home. She'd feel like she's with all the ferals of the Ozarks with all those Port Adelaide supporters. No, I'm just having fun. 56 points. You gotta get your fun somewhere, don't you? What a flogging.
P to the O to the D to the cast.
It's finally here. It's Book Week. Oh, we all love Book Week. I never had Book Week when I was at school.
Why'd you say it like that?
Book Week.
Book Week.
I sound like Book Week.
Bucky?
No.
I love you.
We didn't have. Who was that?
Bucky, I love you. Is that from? It escapes me, but it's from something.
Great start of this one, isn't it? should we play a song, come back and start it again?
No, we'll push on.
All right. Yeah, no, it's Book Week, which is super popular. Parents having to slave over, sewing machines and cardboard with tape, making costumes. I came as Jesus once to, that wasn't for Book Week. That was just, we were doing trials for the role of Jesus, and I didn't get it.
Yep.
Ended up getting The Rock in the,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No, it was a hula hoop, covered with paper sort of mache, and I was behind that. I was the boulder that moved at the resurrection.
Big role.
Yeah, pretty big role.
We didn't have Book Week when I was growing up, but we did do like Casual Fridays, and they themed it, and you had to come as like a character, and I came as
Casual Fridays?
I came as a pirate. And everyone thought I was a prisoner because I just had like a stripy shirt on.
You were crying the whole day. I'm not a prisoner. I'm not a prisoner. 13, 24, 10. What does your kid want to go as for Book Week? Maybe you've made the costume over the weekend. You've just dropped them off. They're there already. 13, 24, 10. Give us a call, because I'm sure there's some curly ones that sometimes they're so curly they end up on the news.
Yeah.
No need to get into those particular costumes. Lisa in Hope Valley. What does your kid want to come as?
Hey, my kid has asked to go as the incredible runaway snot this year.
Is that?
So he's
obviously a new book, but how do you how do you do a snot? That's a tricky one.
He is green from head to toe. We're painting eyebrows and lips and spray painting hair, and my fingers are currently dyed green because we've been dyeing clothes green all weekend.
Wow. So is he already at school?
He is. It's pretty exciting. Last year he went as a potato, and this year it's a ball of snot. So he's a weird kid.
Yeah, you sound like a good mum though, Lisa,
Yeah.
because you don't really sign up for this. Hey, like you obviously want the best for your kid, and you help out with homework here and there. But dyeing clothes green all weekend, that's surely not part of the curriculum. You know, it's not expected.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Have you got just the one, or you got more than one?
I've got more than one. So I've got one that refuses to dress up. So he is going as a book. He's just wearing brown.
That'd be me.
And then a princess as well.
Yeah,
so,
right, okay.
Yeah, Maria the princess.
I'd
yeah.
definitely be Snot Boy and
Yeah.
Potato last year, for sure. Thanks, Lisa. Maddie in Port Noarlunga South. What about your kid? Book week, what do they want to come as?
She would like to go as Sandra Dee, and we hired Sandra Dee costume, and then a week later, obviously, Olivia Newton-John passed away. So she's still going, sort of out of respect. So she's still dressing up as her because she absolutely looked gorgeous in the fancy dress as well. So.
Yeah, so
And-
it's Is Grease was Grease ever a book or is it more of a movie?
No, sadly it wasn't. But
Yeah,
also,
okay.
it's like opening your eyes. The book was this year. It's open with your eyes and dream, so she can dream.
You can dream.
It can be literally anything, though. That's like open your eyes and dream.
I've come as a school student in my normal, like uniform. Okay, well, yeah, look, that's not in poor taste. If a kid wants to be Sandy, they can be Sandy, even though Olivia Newton-John's passed.
Sarah joins us now in Royal Park. Good morning. What's your kid going as for book week?
Good morning, guys. He's going as the Grim Reaper.
Oh my God! What book's that?
You don't know what that is?
Oh no! We know. We know what the Grim Reaper is.
No,
Yeah,
is it from a specific book?
Yeah, well, he's in a few books, yeah.
I suppose there's death. Yeah, it's at the start of Bambi.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
on
it's
Finding Nemo.
anything, really.
And so, what did you dress them up with the sickle and the black cloak?
Yeah, and he's got the black face with the white. And,
Yeah. Horrifying.
Yeah, it's all cute.
Yeah.
I think the kids are more scared of him when he rocks up.
I bet. Yeah. Well, you give him a weapon.
Yeah, swinging around in the courtyard. Oh, Dad's coming for you at recess. Unless you give me your lunch money.
Wow.
Okay. Well, well done to all the parents out there. We salute you for all your costume making over the weekend. And good luck. All the best with all the costumes coming up this week.
Hey, Abby, what's coming up in the Nova News? No, she's not listening.
It's always a worry when the people on your own team have tuned out. No, she's still not listening. That's all good.
That's all right.
We are now joined by producer Belle.
What's trending? Trending all over the internet. Twitter. Instagram. Welcome to Facebook.
Hey guys, well, the wedding of the year, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, happened all weekend.
Waiting for tonight.
I wonder if J-Lo plays her own songs at the wedding, you know what I mean? Because this is pretty much at a certain point, this is on at everyone's wedding.
I reckon J-Lo would be playing over the DJ speakers, and then they'd have Ben Affleck movies playing on a projector screen. Just the accountant in the background.
No,
Yeah, but not Batman.
They didn't.
Yeah, definitely not Batman.
He doesn't want to think about that on this happiest day of his life.
They didn't, though. Apparently they had live music. All the guests, everybody was dressed in white. It was at Ben
Really?
Affleck's house. Yep, everybody in white. And guests included some behind-the-scenes people from Hollywood, but also Matt Damon made an appearance. Oh, my God.
Interesting everyone wore white. Do you remember we went to that wedding earlier this year for a mutual friend, and Belle was the only other one wearing white other than the bride.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah.
It
You would
was
have fit in.
floral.
You would have really fit into that wedding, Belle.
No, it was white with flowers. Anyway, and Qantas are handing out a generous $50 voucher to all frequent flyers who got stuffed around with flights recently.
$50?
If your baggage is wrong, they can go, oh, that's $799. I'm sorry. Like, the prices are wild.
Isn't it like all the out of touch business people sitting in that boardroom going, hey, everyone hates us at the moment. Like, the whole country hates us. What can we do as a business? And someone goes, what about if we give everyone $50 off
And
their
then-
next $400 flight?
Someone else puts their hand up and goes, and we'll make that flight $450, and they all go, oh, the house always wins.
And finally, Game of Thrones fans, today is the day. House of the Dragon, the Game of Thrones prequel, is out on binge today.
Whoa, I'm excited for this one, big Game of Thrones guy. I'm actually having a party at my house tonight. Did you guys want to come over for some mead?
No.
No.
Ben, who are you going to come as? I'm going to dress as Khal Drago. Grrr, Jason Momoa. Perhaps, Belle, you could come as Grey Worm, commander of the Unsullied.
What? Why?
No.
Is that a worm? Am I a worm?
Ben, you could be the Imp or Hodor. What do you guys think?
I will not be coming.
These are the. You don't even know who Hodor is, Belle. You can't just slam me. What?
The big guy.
He's the big one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So you can't claim to know nothing about Game of Thrones, but you know who Hodor is. Okay.
This is a voiceover sweep to break up the podcast.
You are with your mates, Ben and Liam. Also, producer Belle hanging around the studio. Good morning.
Hello.
Hunging, definitely not a word. And the reason you have hung around is because we're about to do a bit of Ask Us Anything.
Yeah, text in 0400 919 919 if you've got any questions you'd like to ask. Ben and I are open books. We always try and answer everything. Quite often, though, I get a little clammy around this segment. Like I feel my hands getting a bit weird because I'm like, the questions are, they're not comfortable, are
It's starting to catch on, though. People are definitely texting through their questions. We're getting them every single day. So if you've got one, if one comes to mind on like a Friday, you can text us 0400 919 919. Belle will always see them on the text line phone, and she's going to read them out to us.
Okay, you're going to love today's. We've got a real mix here.
Okay.
Some are quite uncomfortable. First question. What's something that you guys have done that you feel guilty about? Liam?
My mind just went to the most recent thing, which was over the weekend, actually. Sometimes I get Uber Eats from restaurants that are like walking distance. Like I did it on the weekend. I ordered pasta from a joint that as I went outside to get the paper bag, I could actually see the joint at the end of the road. And then I know that's so bad, but to make myself feel better, in the Uber Eats comment section, I always say like, sorry, got COVID. Like, you know, so
I actually did the same thing on the weekend where there's a fish and chip shop right next to my house. And I was watching the Uber Eats driver like drive up to the restaurant, and then I saw him walk to my house.
So you do that too?
Yeah.
It's such a thing.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Is that what you feel guilty about, Ben?
No, sometimes I think about, and this was a long time ago, but I still feel guilty about it. Remember when I gave you a number out on air?
Yeah.
And then that was like for real, like I actually gave it out. And then
it was
you had to like change your number, and it was this whole thing. And
sucked.
yeah.
It was actually kind of annoying.
Yeah, I'll never do that again.
All right, next
0410.
I actually just saw him like pick his phone up. I was like, whoa, that would suck. That was the worst. That actually sucked. People still sort of...
Yeah, so did you just try and block as many people as you could?
I said I changed it so people would stop, but it is the same, technically. If you can go back and find it in an old podcast.
All right, next question. Favourite position? Ben, you can go first.
What do you mean?
Favourite... Someone has written here, hey guys, what's your favourite position?
You can't ask that.
I need you to be more
I'm
descriptive.
working my way down the text line, okay?
Oh my God.
Favourite position?
Yeah.
Like in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Why does anyone care?
I don't know, I'm asking the question.
Maybe Sam texted you. Your wife got in touch.
Well, they're all good, I must admit. They're all pretty good. I guess you would say... How do you say it without being crude?
I don't know, we're deep in the question.
I don't know.
It'd be the one, this will sound weird, involving the dog. Could have phrased that better. You know what I mean?
I regret this so much. Okay, Liam, go.
Now you go, Liam. Now you go.
Parents listen. My parents listen. Their grandparents listen. I don't want it. That's... No. The normal one.
You're so boring. You're so boring.
Okay, let's go back up.
God.
The one involving the dog is not how I would have phrased it. Someone's going to be calling the RSPCA this morning.
All right, next question. What's one piece of advice that you'd give to someone who is feeling a bit lost at school? Liam, you can go first.
5 words, baby. Don't sweat the small stuff. Yeah, it's something to live your life by. When you just let go of the things that don't matter. It's a good one.
Ben?
I don't think you need school at all. School's rubbish. I didn't like school at all. I hated school.
I liked school.
Yeah, I hated it. And I think, everyone tells you, stay in school. You don't have to stay in school. If you're going to leave, though, make sure you got a job. Don't just leave and do nothing. Don't be a deadbeat.
When did you drop out, Ben?
I dropped out in year 10.
Yeah.
But I was working full time on the dairy farm.
And you know what? I did uni for a bit, finished year 12, and we've ended up in the same spot. So,
Correct.
As long as you know what you want to do, I suppose.
All right, now I'm just going to finish on this one this morning. This one has been coming in a few times, and we'll just get it out there. Someone wants to know, have either of you hooked up with producer Belle? Myself.
You really are just asking all the questions, aren't you?
These are the worst. No. Imagine if I said no as you were saying yes, I would be like, I'd actually die in my seat right here.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.